Hello and welcome back to We're Talking Tea. Tonight we're getting into the Marriage to Medicine Season 12, Episode 6, and we're going to have our Southern Peach Tea tonight. It is Crown Apple Peach with some iced tea, some simple syrup, and lemonade, and it's delicious. So getting into this episode, it started off with Quad. Quad had invited all the girls over to her house to discuss her egg retrieval process in Ghana. So she had Dr. Heavenly, she had Angel, and she had Contessa. So they all sat around, they talked, and just enjoyed her being back in the States. And while they were having girl talk, King went over to the barbershop and met up with Eugene and Cecil. And he kind of talked about how he's feeling exhausted with the whole process and how he's feeling neglected and he's neglecting his daughter, but he's trying his best to be supportive of Quiet and everything she have going on. With the egg retrieval, they were only supposed to be making one trip. That one trip turned into 5 trips to Ghana, and he said it's just expensive and it's really taking a toll on him. Then we had Heavenly. We had Heavenly talk about Heavenly was talking about how Toya was talking about her at the event that they were at, and Angel was like, that girl didn't talk about you. But she always talks about Eugene. So how can you even say something? You're always talking about Eugene. Every time you turn around, you're talking about this girl's husband. So then we had Simone looking up people's stuff. So that was something that they talked about when they were all at Quad's house. And she mentioned, and Heavenly mentioned that Simone is always looking at people's stuff. And what's the problem with it? It's public information. As long as it's public information, why is it harm for your cast members to look up stuff about you? So she's like, well, if you're supposed to be a friend, why do you have to look it up? Well, if you were truthful and honest about what's going on in your life, I wouldn't have to look it up. So I don't find anything wrong with someone choosing to do a Google search on something that you said. It's not, doesn't mean that it's true, doesn't mean that it's fact. It's just a Google search. So I don't understand why the ladies are so upset about her choosing to want to do a Google search. But the fact that Heavenly chose to carry this bone about Quad's car, we already know it's going to be a whole situation with her and Simone again, because she always feel like everybody wants to know everything about her, and it's going to be a problem when it's addressed or talked about. So then we had Dr. Mimi with her son, and she was talking about how exhausting it is raising someone with special needs, and that her daughter went to spend a week at her mom's house because her daughter just kind of needed a break from everything that's going on with her son. So she was feeling exhausted. She was feeling drained, and her husband was like, you know what, you need to do what you need to do for yourself. Take a break, take a mental break, go and just kind of cool down, watch some mindless TV, and just kind of relax. Then I think we had Heavenly meeting her brother, this random brother that just showed up from nowhere, and all of a sudden you have a brother, and then you share with him that your son is gone. Like, y'all got into it and now he's just gone, but you didn't share that you went off on this man and then he chose to leave. And the fact that you're sharing this with a brother that you just met, but you didn't even share it with the ladies. Come on now, make it make sense. Then she talked about her wanting to do a family reunion, and everybody was doing the mac and cheese cook off, which was nice. I think that was going to be a really, really good idea. And while while Cecil was making the mac and cheese, Simone kind of shared with him that she feels like she have too much on her plate and nobody is willing to take things off her plate. And Cecil got upset. Cecil was like, are you serious? Like, when you're a doctor, you have so much stuff that you just can't do, and I'm always helping you and finding out what you need to take off your plate. So, and I do see that from Cecil a lot. Like, he's always willing to do whatever he needs to do to take things off Simone's plate. So I can understand why he got offended about that situation. Then we went into everybody at the family reunion. It was really, really nice. I absolutely loved the family reunion. It was super cute. Everybody having their shirts. And of course, Toya gonna be shady. Toya was like, this is the only son you have today? That's the only son you brought? Oh, okay. Where the other one at? And Heavenly didn't throw no shade back. She just accepted what she said and rolled with it. Then we had Quiet talking about her retrieval process. And it got a little heavy because she was like, all of the things didn't she wanted at least. I remember um what's that lady name? Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jackie said you want to get at least 6. I think she ended up getting like 4 or 5, and only one kind of made it to the next stage. And she was heartbroken by that. And she was crying with King, and King was like, "Baby, we need to discuss this because this is mentally taking a toll on you, and I need to know how far are we going to go before we call it quits and say we can't do this anymore." He was like, "Because this is getting expensive." And she was like, "Well, you know what? I'm not going to use any more of your money. I'll just use my money because I really want a baby." And he was like, "It's not even about that. It's like it's mentally draining, and you need to have a stopping point to say, okay, this enough is enough, and okay, if we don't get nothing past this point, then we're going to call it quits." So that's what he was expecting from her. This is my thing though. Ma'am, again, and I've said this before, you were married. You had a whole husband who wanted a child, and you told him no. Now you're with this guy and you really want a baby. You're not even married to this guy. So why do you feel you need to have a baby with this guy immediately when y'all not even married? Y'all not even engaged. Y'all are just dating, and you want to make him the father of your child? Come on now. Let's make it make sense. But nevertheless, we'll see how it goes because she want to keep this journey going. Now, what I am looking forward to is next episode, because baby, next episode we have Toya and Heavenly getting into it, and we have me and Quiet and Simone getting into it. So it's gonna be good. I cannot wait to record that information because baby, it's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. So that is this episode. I will see you next week on the next time that we talk tea. And until next time, y'all have a good night. Bye.